For the people who work numbers, I am giving you free advice that those of you who are holding dollars, you surely might go into losses. You better do what you must do, because this market is going to be different in a couple of weeks.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah, Hakwadash, double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Or shalom to you, Akim, that pushed the word across the four corners of this globe with all truth and sincerity, Bahashem, Harakah, Hakwadash. And I just want to get, in this quick, a short video, which was about 5 days ago, and the elder Amon Gabar from the main camp, he just recently, he did a video on touching the same, President Ruto from Kenya, and pretty much, see, if you don't know, well, us in the know, we know what the next step is coming, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and, it's going to be, the CBDC, which is going to ultimately lead, towards the MOTB. But right now, the dollar is being, shown forth as, like, unreliable and, just like pretty much worthless, amongst these nations, man. And, it's losing its value day by day, and, the more and more these nations are just, starting to drop back from this dollar. You know what I'm saying? And, the next step is going to be the digital currency, the CBDC, the central bank digital currency, to where, it's going to be a new state of currency worldwide, and, if you want to have it, to function with it, to use it, to have access to it, you're going to have to take this MOTB, this grain of rice, which is going to, already have your credentials and, your bank accounts wired to it, your information, all that, if you want to, take part in this new system, this new, this new order, so to speak, that's what these elites have been planning for centuries and decades. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, there's no excuse, man. These are the times that we're living in. But I'm gonna get this in Habakkuk chapter 2. And I'll leave the link to the video in the description box. Let's make this quick and short. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. Actually, I started at verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Shemiah shall answer me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. In that ultimate vision, the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, starting with the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, especially, with the elder apostle Tahar, he been prophesying, of the vision of the MOTB, that CHIP that's going to be made mandatory. It's like mandatory worldwide, in order to buy or sell. Matter of fact, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. I believe it was last year in March 2022. When Biden passed that bill, I was talking like executive order 14067. Pretty much to where all digital assets. It's like but. A new digital currency, pretty much, to where, to where all the money, like cash will ultimately, be obsolete. And, this new set of currency, this new, digital currency, is going to, it's pretty much be the new thing, and we understand, where everything is getting ready to lead towards, and where things are headed. I'm saying because ultimately it's all, it's like going accordingly towards the prophecies and the word of Yahweh Shemiel Shah. And the ultimate vision is the MOTB, which is pretty much, going to cue, the destruction of this place, man. Could be for, the World War III and the missiles, and, the MOTB has to take place, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, and this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiel Shah, what we are truly warning you about, man. We're bringing out this information, in the news, touching what's going on throughout the currencies, the currency of the world, and how things are shifting, and what Esau's coming out with, and they was, telling you all about this type of stuff, in a WEF and, in this year's form and shit like that. Esau's, his schemes, and he's moving towards it, man. And here we are, it's rolling. And, it's all happening towards the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiel Shah. And we're bringing it out and warning our people about it. But majority of our people, ain't taking heed. And they're really, ignoring it, man. But, come verse 17, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So there's new currency, which is going to be, aligned up with this grain of rice device, this C-hip, unless you want to, take part and, function in this new life, so to speak, this new way of living, so to speak, to buy things, to provide for your family, to sell, buy food, whatever, everything what you know now, to buy or sell, use credit cards, use cash. See, all that's just gonna be obsolete, man. The new thing is gonna be within this grain of rice, man. It's gonna be planted under the skin, and that's, the main goal for these elites, man. And that's, a major vision, that the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiel Shah that we're bringing out to warn our people, to beware, man. To get your ass right through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiel Shah, to get your ass right with Yahweh Shemiel Shah, so that the Lord have mercy upon you, and give you the spirit to stand, in a day of our temptation, man. So that you don't submit, and cave into this thing, man. Matter of fact, this is Ezekiel. Chapter 13, verse 3. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand the battle in the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemiel Shah. And you got, so-called, leaders, of our people, that highly esteem themselves to be leaders, but they ain't, prophesying, man. They ain't, giving our people, the whole truth. They're holding back. In fact, they're lying and deceiving the people, man. And they ain't, edifying and building up the minds of our people to prepare them for the time of what's coming, man. everything is about to change, man. You know, like this dude said in the video, you know, for the next couple of weeks, you know, how things is getting ready to change, man. You know, at the end of the day, we are all moving on Yahweh Shem Yahshua's time. You know, so Lord willing, you know, we see, you know, how the Lord, you know, He does things, man. But see, things are truly, you know, changing, man. You know, by the day. You know, and you know, it's no coincidence. You know, what happened with the Silicon Valley. You know, all this other stuff. See, everything is shifting and moving all according to prophecy, man. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the prophets have been warning you, you know, giving you, you know, the strict warning, man, to prepare yourself, man, to build that hedge for you, man. You know, so that you'll be able to stand, in the battle in the day of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. You know, so that you don't be, you know, confused and perplexed out here, you know, when these MOTB stations, you know, are being set up. You know, and these people, you know, are going to be running to their, you know, their leaders, and their leaders are just going to, you know, have no answer to them, man. Because they've been fucking lying to you the whole time and just, you know, flat out deceiving you, man. You know, telling you that don't worry about it, telling you that's sin, you know, it's Christianity, this and that, you know. But times will come to where the vision is just going to, matter of fact, I'll go back to Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. You know, it's going to be no more tarrying, it's just going to stand right in front of your fucking face and smack you, man. You know, it's going to be undeniable, man. You know, and you're going to be confused, you know. You just, you know, no idea what to do, you know, because you've been thinking that the MOTB, you know, it was fucking sin, you know. It wasn't the C-hip, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the elect are not going to be, you know, fooled and deceived, you know, and they're going to see it, you know, clearly plain as day as what it is, man, you know, for the truth of what it is, which is the C-hip, man, you know, and Jake been warned, man, you know, and, yeah, I'll leave a link to the video in the description box, but that's why I keep this short. So I pray and hope that the lesson was edifying. Until next time, I say shalom.